And what happened to Stumpy Joe?
Well, he was choked on vomit.
It's actually,
passed away.
was actually...
Well, they can't prove whose vomit it was. They don't have facilities in Scotland Yard to print.
This Is Spinal Tap is a seminal mockumentary that satirizes the absurdities of the rock and roll industry. Directed by Rob Reiner, who also plays the film's earnest documentarian, the film follows the fictional British band Spinal Tap as they stumble through a troubled American tour. Known for its sharp wit and improvisational style, Spinal Tap is regarded as a masterwork of comedy.
You know, it just, you can, listen.
How much is
Just
this?
listen for a minute. The sustain, listen to it.
I'm not hearing anything.
You would, though, if it were playing, because it really, very delicate.
It's a bit of a departure from the kind of thing you normally play. What do you call this?
Well, this piece is called Lick My Love Pump.
The film broke ground by using a documentary style, blending improvised dialogue with realistic presentation. The cast developed their characters in real time, creating a natural portrayal of out-of-touch rock stars. This improvisational approach set a new standard, later influencing shows like The Office and films in the mockumentary genre, including Christopher Guest's own Waiting for Guffman and Best in Show. The fictional band continued to exist beyond the scope of the film, in talk shows and interviews.
Tonight's musical guests are Spinal Tap. Earlier this week, I got a chance to talk to them.
It's very exciting doing a live show.
It's a whirlwind of activity.
We don't get that many calls. The last one was in '68.
That transition.
Spinal Tap was a mockumentary, they call it.
But nobody had done that kind of thing.
It didn't make a ton of money, but then it became a cult classic.
Yeah.
And it was so brilliant. It was a goof on the whole rock and roll industry.
And people didn't get it right away. I mean, when we first, it was hysterical. We previewed it down in Dallas.
Right.
And people would come and they watched it. They didn't know what the hell it was. People come up and they said, why would you make a movie about a band that nobody ever heard of, and one that's so bad? It's so bad. Why didn't you make a movie about the Beatles or the Rolling Stones, or something like that? I said, well, it's satire. And the guy who shot it, this guy Peter Smokler, I hired him because he had shot all these rock and roll documentaries. Right. And that's why I thought he was actually at Altamont, where the Stones and the Hell's Angels thing. And he kept saying the whole time we're shooting, he said, what's funny about this?
Right.
This ain't funny.
This is real.
This is real.
When Spinal Tap has a cult following that spans generations, its portrayal of the rock star lifestyle remains timeless, holding a mirror to celebrity vanity, excess, and delusion.
And I don't want this. I want large bread so that I can put this.
Right.
So then it's like this. But this doesn't work because then it's all